Teen pregnancies have reached an alarming state in Malaysia, a conservative country with conservative values. So how and why are teen pregnancies on the rise?
I am Elizabeth and I was once a pregnant teenager. How old am I now? I am now 27 and my pregnancy occurred when I was 19 and I was in college. So I had a boyfriend and yes, we knew what protected sex was, but then I went for this trip with my bunch of friends to Thailand. It was a good party, it was fun, and probably I did the biggest mistake. Had a one night stand. I don't think I was drugged, but too much of alcohol. And 2 weeks later, my period, which was due, it didn't occur. I wasn't very worried. Then I remembered what had happened back in my trip, and I did not take any contraceptions. I did not use any protection either. So I saw my doctor, told her what happened. It was really difficult to tell her initially, but eventually did. She carried out some tests and I was pregnant. And the matter of what to do after that was the toughest decision in my life. I had to tell my boyfriend then, and I had to screen myself from any sort of infection. I decided to abort the child.
I'm 20 and I believe sex education is important because nowadays our society isn't really open to sex education, and if they were taught sex education at an early age, unwanted teenage pregnancies can be avoided.
In Malaysia, in my opinion, as someone who work closely with adolescents and on reproductive health, I think the lack of sex education is the number one reason, because in fact almost every year Durex will conduct a survey for young people, and they find that generally young people do not have the knowledge on sex education. It's always about sex education is always perceived as someone else's problem. So when it's never seen as your own problem. So most teenagers who have been in that circumstances or having that issue will feel that it will not happen to me. So that is the number one reason. Now, unlike a married couple who plan for a pregnancy, with teenage pregnancy, it happens in that spur moment. So the absence of knowledge of sex education and also on contraceptives, the importance of using contraceptives, they do not know the circumstances of actually indulging in sex, regardless whether it's between couples or with someone they do not know.
I'm 19, and even in today's day and age, sex is considered a taboo subject amongst girls mostly. When guys talk about sex, somehow it's fine, but when girls talk about it, people give us weird glances. So I think that sex education should be given to all youngsters, so girls and boys alike are able to make proper decisions when it comes to sex and prevent teen pregnancies, which can lead to baby dumping, which is very common here in Malaysia, and even avoid contracting STDs or sexually transmitted diseases.
Actually, we know that there's a lot of baby dumping by unwed mother, especially a teenage mother who actually got pregnant for whatever reason. Could be a victim of rape or abuse, or who into doing it by the boyfriends or just have fun with, But whatever it is, she became pregnant, and that pregnancy is unwanted. They didn't want the pregnancy. Probably they don't know much about contraception or whatnot. And then the child to us is innocent. So I put that the child is going to be born, never asked to be conceived in the first place, and never asked to be born. Whatever the parents have done.
What the future holds for this problem, whether it's an increase in baby dumping or a society that is well informed on sexual issues, depend on the measures we take today. Vaishnavi Raj for Monash TV.